Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I post a new video every single Sunday on my personal budget and budget reports and debt snowball tracking because I am trying to get out of about $50,000 worth of debt, and I'm documenting the whole process on here. I also do videos on motherhood and lifestyle. I do have two boys. My oldest is almost 4 and my youngest is almost 1. And I also post a new video every single Wednesday on my weight loss journey. Since having 2 kids, I've put on quite a bit of weight, and so I'm documenting that as well on Wednesdays. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe. I would love to have you on these journeys with me. So today's video is going to be my budget with me for the month of May. So on my channel, I do share my personal income with my personal debts and my actual personal budget. So do keep in mind, this is just my income and my budget. This isn't like my whole household income and household budget. I am engaged to my fiance named Roger, and we do all of our finances completely separately. So he has his own income and his own debts, and then like our household bills, we kind of just like split in half. So he's responsible for his like specific bills, and I'm responsible for my specific bills. And then like the big ones, like our car payment and our mortgage payment, we just split in half. So on my budget, you're only gonna see what I'm personally responsible for, not everything that we pay for in the household. So the last couple of months on my budget, you'd see that I got like tax return money or stimulus check money. And so this month is going to be much more accurate to a normal budget for me because I'm not getting any extra payments this month. So this is what my budget would actually be without all this extra income that I have been getting. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video.
Okay, so for my income for the month of May, we're going to be starting with my starting balance, which I am budgeting $4 because that's what I had left over from April. And for the second one, I have my first check, so check 1, and I'm going to be budgeting $1,100. And the next one is going to be check 2, and I'm also budgeting $1,100. Next I have is the money Roger, my fiance, gives me for the mortgage, and I'm budgeting $400. And then lastly, I actually have a surprise income for this month. I was just randomly checking my bank account, and I noticed that I had money in my account that I didn't think I was gonna have. Some surprise money. I guess it turns out that the state of California was giving out, I guess, its own little stimulus check for low-income families, and since I am considered to be low income, I qualified. And so yes, I do live in the state of California, and so I did get a surprise stimulus check from California, so I'll do California stimulus, and that was $600. So that was a nice surprise. So for the total income for this month, it is $3,204. Okay, so moving on to my monthly expenses. So the first thing I have is my mortgage, and that's always $1,364. Next thing I have is my HOA, my homeowners association, which is always $60. And then I have my water bill, which is always $89. My internet bill, which is always $106, at least for now, that's what it is. And then next I have my maintenance fee. This is the maintenance fee I have to pay at my bank. I'm working on trying to waive the fee, but for now I still do have to pay it. And it's going to be, I'm going to budget $20 for this month because I actually have 2 separate checking accounts that they're charging me. My main one, they're charging me $15. And then my secondary account, they're charging me $5, which I never really noticed, I guess. And so now I'm budgeting $20 for that. Next I have my Amazon Prime, and that is going to be $14. So lastly, I'm going to budget for a little safety cushion, since I don't like my account, like I want this to be a zero-based budget, but I don't want my account to actually hit 0, because that runs the risk of it going overdraft, and I do get a $36 overdraft fee at my bank, and so I definitely do not want that, especially if I don't have money to put back into it. It's just going to keep charging me an overdraft fee, and that's awful. So I don't like to go to 0, so I'm going to budget for $1 to stay in my account. So my total monthly expenses is going to be $1,654. So next up I have my monthly debts. So super happy that I'm now at 2 line items instead of 3. hopefully this is the last month I have 2 line items because I'm really trying to stop with my spending. So the first one is Target. So this one I pay off all the time, and I just keep buying more stuff from Target, and then I keep paying it off the next month. So I'm really hoping that in next month's budget you will not see Target in here. But that is $36 that I used at Target. Next I have my Discover card. So this is the one that I am currently working really hard to pay off, and I paid $804, or I'm budgeting to pay $804 for my Discover card. So for the total monthly debts that I'm planning on paying this month is going to be $840. Okay, so for my sinking funds, the first one is groceries and household. So a lot of people will put this kind of stuff in like their monthly expenses or whatnot. I personally like to do it more like a sinking fund, and that's for a couple of reasons. So for the first reason is sometimes you don't use all of it, and instead of just putting that money towards, I don't know, maybe spending something else, I kind of like the idea of just keeping it in like a separate account, and I can use it. So if I budget $400, which I'm going to budget $400, sorry. If I budget $400 this month and I only spend $200, next month I can budget $400 and be able to spend $600. So I kind of like that idea. So I do put that in a sinking fund. Also, another thing I do in a sinking fund is the gas for my car. And normally I budget $120 a month because it would cost me about $60 per fill up, and I fill up twice a month. I can go every 2 weeks before filling up. But gas prices have gone through the roof, especially here in California. I'm sure it's crazy everywhere, but anyway, I normally budget $120. Well, it's costing me $70 to fill up my tank now, so I have to budget $140 for this month for gas. Next I have Christmas. I like to spend money on Christmas, but I seem to always try to use my money that I get in like November and December to spend for Christmas, and I go extremely over budget. So this is something new that I'm doing this year, is setting up a separate fund for Christmas. I do have 2 kids and then a fiance, and then I obviously like to buy presents for my family, and I like decorations and just stuff like that. So I am putting $70 a month into my Christmas fund, and hopefully by Christmas I'll have plenty of money to just buy whatever I want to buy for my family. So lastly, I have my spending money. So I'm trying really hard not to keep overspending. I have a shopping addiction, especially when it comes to Amazon. I'm really bad. So I'm trying to limit my amount that I give myself for spending money, but I know when I do that, that's when I tend to like overspend. So it's such a hard situation because I'm trying to put more money into my debts, but anyway, I'm giving myself $100 that I can spend for May. So my total sinking funds for the month of May is going to be $710. Okay, so now if you take my monthly income and minus my monthly expenses and minus my monthly debts and then minus my sinking funds, I will have $0 left, making it a zero-based budget.
Alrighty, so that was my budget for the month of May. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. I would love to have you on this journey with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.